Now, local economies in border communities have suffered the highest dip in economic activities and production due to the outbreak of a coronavirus pandemic. This is the outcome of a local economic tracker survey by the Ghana Statistical Service. According to the government statistician, Professor Samuel Kobna Enim, although the entire country has experienced some form of impact, communities along the border are the hardest hit. The communities have the highest rate of food prices and lowest production in economic activities, a situation that brought some hardship to indigents during the period. There's more in the following report.
Survey conducted in 2,770 localities in the country from May to June this year indicates that many of the respondents don't believe that the local economy can be revived within a year. Localities in border districts recorded higher price increases in food and non-alcoholic beverages compared to price surges in lockdown and other districts. Giving out some of the highlights, Professor Kobna Enim disclosed to journalists that despite the interventions by government and other civil society organizations, many border communities were disadvantaged.
Consistent with what we found from the household tracker, what we found from the firm tracker, and indeed what we found from our second quarter GDP, where oil GDP contracted by 3.2% and non-oil GDP contracted by 3.4%. From the local economy tracker perspective, we equally find that production and sales have also gone down or went down for that matter during the period of COVID-19. Specifically, we saw border districts getting the highest reduction in sales and getting the highest reduction in production. At least 9 out of 10 localities in border districts indicated a reduction in sales, and at least 7 out of 10 localities in border districts indicated a reduction in their production.
Over 30% of the localities surveyed have no idea when the local economy might recover from the COVID-19 pandemic. Here's the government statistician again.
And lastly, we put the fact that in terms of expected recovery, we saw mixed expectations even within lockdown districts and across lockdown districts and other districts, that is the border district and the other district. Specifically, 45% of the lockdown districts indicated that economic recovery would occur within 1 year, while 30% indicated that it's going to happen more than a year, with 14% indicating that they were uncertain. While in the case of border districts and other districts, we saw more than 35% indicating that they were uncertain on how we're going to experience economic recovery for COVID-19.
The overall response rate for the survey was 96%, according to the Ghana Statistical Service. Ebenezer Sabute's report for Joy Business.